Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the RX 6900 XTX and of course the XT. Now it's been a couple days since the launch. By now you either gotten one from Newegg or Best Buy or Micro Center or wherever, or you just haven't. You're waiting on either prices to, well, they're not going to drop anytime soon, but maybe more stock from the partner cards or something like that. But let's talk about the performance. So by now you've probably seen all the benchmarks and all that kind of stuff. To me, it seems like it's around the same performance as a 4080 and a 4090/4090 Ti in ray tracing games and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm really not too on board with it. Not okay with it. It isn't their new node and their new graphics or whatever it is. They're going to the chiplet. They want to do the chiplet so bad. So are you guys fine with a $1,000 product competing with an 80 series? Now, if you go rewind back like a year or two now, it was the 80 series competed with the 80 series. The 90 series competed with the 90 series. So by that logic, this card should be competing with the RTX 4090, not the 4080. It's coming in below what it should be competing at. So it's not a good look. It's not a good look for AMD. I don't know. I mean, it's fast. It's fast. At the end of the day, I mean, all these kind of high-end graphics cards are all quick. You're gonna end up paying like a grand or so anyway. So as long as you're getting what you want out of the graphics card, you're getting your money's worth. It's kind of irrelevant. You know how hardware is in this space. You after 2 years, the next cycle comes, and in with the old, out with the new. Usually with the people that buy on those kind of 2-year cycles. So for those customers, do they even really care if you're not going to even have the card in 2 years anyway? You're going to sell it off or scalp it or whatever's going on in 2 years from now. So I don't know. The launch is kind of whatever. I heard the stock wasn't really that great, but they did put out that going into Q4, which is now basically, a lot of the partner cards are gonna get like all of the stock. There's like 200,000 cards, and they're all just partner models. Like the reference design, that was a very small limited stock, and the partner cards got everything. So I would say going into the end of this month, going into January, and so on and so forth, you'll see these cards. You're being able to pick them up and whatever. So I wouldn't really worry about that if you're really trying to get one anyway. So I don't know. Yeah, this launch is underwhelming, to say the least. Underwhelming. And there's, of course, there's driver bugs. They have to iron all that stuff out. So we'll see how that goes in the next couple months. I guess we can only hope that the lower end market, so I would say hypothetical, but I would say upcoming 7600 XTX or whatever it's going to be. Hopefully that performs pretty well, at least on par with like the 6800 or 6700, and you get like extra memory or bandwidth or whatever it is, and lower power and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how that market kind of does. It all depends on the price. If you can get all of that for around 300 and so bucks, like $300, like under 400, that's really good. I almost think that this whole lineup from AMD, that this launch they did, it'll have been better if they would have just marketed it as the 6800 XTX instead, and then sold it for like $700, and then have it compete with the the 4080. That would have been a huge win. It would have been like, oh, all right, everyone would have kind of took a step back, and that would have been like, all right, 80 series versus 80 series, and it's coming in at a way lower price. AMD gets the big win, and it'll win across the board. Like even with the stuff that's coming up about it now, about it not being so good in ray tracing, and it being like kind of neck and neck with raster, maybe a little bit below, maybe a little bit higher. It would have been really good. It would have made NVIDIA lower the prices. Now, would AMD have made any money off of it? I don't know. I'm not their R&D division with prices and up shares and all that kind of stuff. But NVIDIA would have lowered the price of the 4080 probably within like a couple months of them seeing the sales kind of go down and AMD sales kind of go up. If they would have made that play, that would have been the play to make. And then later on, let's say they release the, not even do the 90 series yet. Like not even. Later on, they go and do like the 6700 and the 6600, or the so many XTs. You know what I'm talking about. They go and do like the lower end, like they cut off Nvidia by the knees, like piece by piece by piece, until they have like decent market share and people are like, getting these cards or whatever. And then let's say this is now 5-6 months now. Then they release the 7900 XT, and it's like maybe 20% slower than the 3090 or the 4090. I mean, but then by then Nvidia just releases the Ti version of the RX 4090 or something like that. But by then they've already cut off by the knees. They've done their marketing PR nonsense, and they have their prices lined up correctly. People are buying the cards. I mean, no one really cares as long as you can buy the card and you can get same-ish performance and features and everything. They can care less. They're probably going to upgrade in 2 years anyway. So I don't know. That's probably how they should have done it. So now they're just right now they're just playing catch up. There was a leak the other day on Twitter how they're getting the what was it called? They're getting the naming for the lineup, so the graphics card. So we saw that there is a supposedly, like, they have the patent or whatever for it, for the RX 7950 XT or the XTX or whatever it is. So I don't know. Is it kind of too little, too late at this point? I mean, you know what Nvidia is gonna do. Like, even if they do, maybe in like 3-4 months they release the bigger card and it comes in, I don't know. What's even a good price? Like, it's probably coming at $1,400. Since the 4090 is 1,600, it's probably gonna be 1,400 and be around the same speed I was talking about, like 20% slower. Whatever. I don't. They might up the memory even more. I guess they could. Maybe it's like 32 gigabytes or some ridiculous nonsense. What was the one now? It's like 96 CUs, so maybe like 100 and something CUs. They kind of like up everything a little bit, up the bandwidth. The power usage is going to be easily 400 watt. Like, it's going to be like 420 watt. I'm just like spitballing here. I don't actually know anything, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. How you guys feel about this launch? How you guys feel about the whole GPU market space right now? I know a lot of the 4080s they're sold out. They're selling out. Everybody's selling out. They're gonna scalp them for a couple months. So get ready for that. If you guys are looking to buy something, probably should have bought something like a month ago. You're gonna have to wait, at least for everything to kind of die down a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. That's the end of this video. Do all the YouTube things down below and tell me how you feel about it. How you thinking AMD's gonna hold up after this? I'm way more excited about their CPU stuff than their GPU stuff at this point. But yeah. Hello, fellow YouTuber. You see my cat back there? That's Lightning. You want Lightning to starve? Well, do you? Well, check us out on Nexus.gg and you can buy your games, in-game microtransactions, whatever, using our code RNJesus, or use the link down below and I get a small kickback and you can still enjoy the games that you love, and also feed Lightning. Lightning needs food and toys. So check out the link down below.